Joining me now is Melanie Lemay, co-founder of Quebec Against Sexual Violence, to talk about the issue of sexual assault on campus and how to improve the response to cases. Thank you so much for joining us, Melanie.
You're welcome.
According to Statistics Canada, sexual assault is underreported to police in the country. Why does that seem to be the case?
Because access to justice is very complicated. It doesn't fit everyone's needs as well. And sometimes the context is making it more threatening for the survivor to come forward. So I feel that there needs to have a cultural change and shift before we think it's safe for survivors to go to the police, because it's not an easy process. It's a very complicated one, and Wool's rights turn around the ones of the perpetrator and not the victim. And she even has a status of testimony instead of having a proper status in itself. So it creates a lot of lacunes and difficulties to access and seek retribution.
What options do survivors have if they don't want to go to police?
There are very few, actually, because currently there's not a lot that has been done, even after the Me Too movement. Even if survivors are aware of their rights, there's not a lot of spaces in which they can be understood and advocated for. And it often costs a lot for survivors to even represent themselves in other systems, such as the civil ones. So I feel that there is still a lot to do to improve the access to help and retribution. One that was interesting and innovative was the law that was passed in universities in CEGEPs. But at the end of the day, there's so much gaps in that law that it's still difficult for survivors to seek justice.
What can universities or CEGEPs do to better handle cases internally?
Well, first of all, to stop putting the privacy laws and the rights of perpetrators to school or having a potential career behind the ones of survivors to have a safe environment, and also having the rights to study in an environment that doesn't compromise our success.
Thank you so much for joining us, Melanie.
You're welcome.